yoga center, and I will be right here throughout today's practice. So if you have any questions or need any assistance at all, you can reach out using that chat feature, and I would be more than happy to help. With that out of the way, we are going to open Jeremy's mic and get class started. Jeremy, I think I just need you to confirm. Wonderful, your mic is open and ready. Enjoy your class, everyone.
Hello, yogis. Happy Friday. Great to see you all here tonight. Any check-ins that we need for today, you can throw them in the chat, or you can pop your mic on for a minute and let me know how your body is today. If there's any part that needs attention, shoulders. We're going to do some opening while you're thinking and maybe writing in the chat. We're going to do some opening for our neck and shoulders and for the upper back. That's something I had in store for today, but of course if there's anything else, please let me know. And if it comes up in the next couple minutes, you can still put it in the chat, I'll find it. That said, let's get started in a comfortable seat. When you find your sitting position, you may sit on a block, you may not. It's up to you, yogi's choice. Send some energy upward toward the crown of your head. So there's a bit of lengthening through the spine already. We'll do 3 cleansing breaths. Inhale through the nose. Exhale with a sigh. Inhale through the nose again, filling up. Exhale with a sigh. Inhale through the nose, all the way to the top of your lungs, filling up every part of the lungs. Exhale, blow all the air out, emptying every part of your lungs. Now, Ujjayi breath. In and out through the nose. Long, slow breath rhythms. Notice where you are today. Maybe these are the biggest breaths you've taken thus far, and maybe just by breathing deeply and letting go of what you were thinking about before you started class, you might feel this wave of calm through the body. And that might be a generous description, a wave of calm. It might just be a very subtle sensation. And we have to acknowledge that you could also be experiencing agitation or frustration. If those were underlying, maybe in your subconscious state, those might come to the surface and you may notice there's tension in the shoulder or energy in your hands. Whatever you notice is absolutely fine. What's most important is you're noticing. Three to 5 more breaths. And if your eyes were closed, you can slowly blink them open. Look over your right shoulder. Look over your left shoulder. Look over the right. Look over the left. As you move your head side to side, your eyes are scanning along the horizon. And when you get to each side, maybe pause and look to the corners of your eyes, trying to see a little further behind yourself. And then go to the other side, look to the corners of your eyes and try to rotate a bit more. Again, to one side, to the other side. Imagining you could see the space behind you without your shoulders moving. One more time right, one more time left. Come back to neutral. Same thing, just ear to shoulder. As you move your neck, and for me this is a little tight, you might start with a small range of motion. And as you continue, you might increase range of motion, bringing the ear a little closer. Maybe thinking of more of an up and over sensation to the crown of the head. Up and over. One more time to the right and to the left. Chin neutral, up and down. There's a joint right at the top of your spine, the OA joint, atlas occipital joint. You may even place your hands right there to feel that hinge. It's at the base of your skull, pretty high up in the neck. It almost feels like it's more of your head moving rather than your neck. Drop your chin down one more time. Draw a circle to your right with the crown of the head. Move your face to the sky, crown of the head to the left, and chin back to chest. One more time, circling the head to the right, backward, to the left, and forward. Reversing right away to the left. You can breathe as you circle, side and forward. One more time to the left and back, side and forward. Head back to neutral, reach your left arm up to the sky, palm facing the ear, and spill over to the side, catching your weight on the hand. Inhale the body up, place your hand on the top of your head. Right hand stays where it is, reaching toward the floor as you draw your ear away from your shoulder. Now, instead of pulling down with your hand, press your head upward into your hand. So energetically, you're pressing up into your hand. Release your left hand, gently bring your head back to neutral. Reach your right hand up. Side bend your spine. Stay here for a breath. Next inhale, bring your body up. Hand to the top of the head. And draw your ear to the shoulder. Right fingers are still reaching to the floor. Rather than pulling down with your hand, press up with your head into your hand. And then relax the effort. Use your right hand to bring your head up. Both hands behind your head. If you need, you can change the cross of your legs. And again, not pulling with your hands, pressing with your head backward. You're flattening out the cervical spine, the space right in the back of your neck. Then draw your hands down to the front of your chest. Fingertips on the skin if possible, drawing the skin down as you reach your jaw upward. You may even jut your bottom jaw out, moving to the side perhaps to isolate one side of the neck and then the other. And then let's release. Let's let go of that work and we'll transition to tabletop. Equal weight on 4 limbs. Cat and cow. Inhale, extend your tail and crown. Exhale, flex. Inhale, extend. Exhale, flex. Continue on your own rhythm. Inhaling to extend. Exhaling to flex, and synchronizing your breath and movement, enjoying that meditative connection, mind and body moving in unison. One more time. Return to neutral, gaze just past your hands. Reach your right leg back. Actively flex through the foot. And draw your heel a little closer to the midline, so you might feel like your inner thighs are crossing. Then take your left arm directly forward. Breathe in. Breathe out, dome your spine, bring your hand under your knee, your forehead, or you're looking towards your belly. Then kick your knee into your hand. You're still in this domed, cat-like shape, but kicking your knee down activates the low abs. Inhale, extend arm and leg again. Replace the arm and leg. Left leg, extend directly back. Then bring your heel a little closer to the midline. So you squeeze the midline to engage the bottom of your spine. Reach your right hand forward. After an inhale, exhale, dome your spine. Bring your hand under the knee, forehead to the knee. Then kick your shin into your hand, and that creates a deeper dome through the spine, more upward motion. Pressing down through the knee makes more upward motion through the spine. One more time, and inhale, reach. And replace arm and leg. One more time, right side. Right leg, left arm. Exhale, dome. Just a little kick to your shin. Stay here for an exhale, deep in the dome. Inhale, reach. Replace arm and leg. Second side, reach long. Exhale, dome your spine. Pause, stay here for a breath, deepen. Inhale, reach. And replace. Reach your right arm forward, your thumb is up. You don't have to have a hitchhiker thumb, that's just showing the rotation of the arm. Then sweep your arm back and your thumb now faces down. Arm sweeps down and forward, the thumb is up. As the arm rotates to the back, the thumb points down. Now we'll add the hips. Reach your arm forward. Slide your hips back as you rotate the arm. Inhale, pull forward with your left hand. Exhale, circle back. Firm connection with your left hand to the floor. Inhale. Exhale, circle. Last time, inhale. Exhale, circle. Reach, trade hands, and we'll reach forward with the opposite arm. Thumb up, and then rotate. The thumb is down when the hand rotates back. Sweep down and forward. Strong yet soft through the right hand. Rotate down. Add the hips. Reach forward. Circle the arms, slide your hips back. Strong right hand, pull forward. Circle back. Forward. Circle back, and one more on your own. Inhale forward. And circle back. Come forward to tabletop again. Turn your left toes out, extend the right leg behind you. Open up your hips and shoulders to the side. Shift a little more weight forward to the arm. So you're really bearing some weight on the arm, some weight on the leg. Reach your right arm above head, and you can sweep forward. But your thumb is in the same position it was when we were face down. Palm facing the ear, thumb pointing backward. Breathe in, and breathe out. Bring hand and knee to the floor. Parigasana, second side. Turn the foot out, extend the left leg. Circle your body open, and here you can shift a little more weight over the arm. Sweep the left arm forward. Palm is facing down. Your chest and hips are open to the side. One more breath in. And breath out. Close. One more time. Parigasana on each side. Inhale, open. Option here to step to a side plank. You can cross your legs or you can stack your legs, but lift your hips up so your pubic bone is in line with your nose. One more breath in and close. Second side. Setting up in Parigasana on the knee or extending to Vashisthasana, side plank. You can cross that bottom leg over and squeeze inner thighs, but wherever you are, lift your hips up. One more breath in. And a breath out, return. A twist, your right hand lifts, gaze follows. Exhale, thread the needle. Ear and shoulder come to the floor. Left hand can extend forward or wrap behind your back, yogis. Breathe. One more inhale. And an exhale. Use your left hand to help return to tabletop, equal weight on forelimbs. Second side, left hand lifts, gaze follows. Thread the needle. Right hand can extend forward or wrap behind the back. One more breath in. And a breath out. Bring your body up and just take a moment in child's pose. You can do wide knee version. Forehead on the floor. Let the body settle close to the earth. And remember, child's pose is always available to you anytime you need throughout class. On your next inhale, come forward to tabletop and into your first downward dog. Tuck your toes and lift your hips up and back. You can pedal out through the feet, waking up the soles of your feet and shifting weight from hip to hip. One more breath in. And a breath out. Look forward. Walk your feet to your hands. Stand at the top of the mat. Your knees can be bent. Arms could be interlaced. Breath is still long and rhythmic. One more inhale. And an exhale. Bend your knees, hands to thighs. Inhale as you stand all the way up. And we'll go into our first sun salutation. 3 rounds of sun salutation A. You can practice with your big toes together or feet hips width apart. Inhale, sweep your arms above head. Exhale, bend your knees as you dive forward. Half lift. Plant your hands and step to plank. We'll take an extra breath here. Extra breath, you can choose to lower the knees. Exhale, lower to the floor. Mini cobra. First time, you can just lift halfway and release. Inhale back to table or plank. Downward dog. Here, enjoy 3 breaths. Widen your back, wrapping your triceps. Enjoy another breath in. Look forward, walk your feet to your hands. Half lift. Release. Drop your tail for a big sweep up to stand. And hands to heart. Round 2. Single breath movement right away, yogis. So this can be faster or slower than I'm guiding. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Half lift. High to low plank. This is all one exhale. Cobra on your next inhale. You can still use your knees, lowering, and then downward dog. And you can come to tabletop on this transition. We still have 3 breaths in our downward dog, which gives you some time to catch up if you're moving slowly or enjoying an extra breath in cobra or forward fold or anywhere. Here's your last breath in. Exhale and prepare to jump. When you're empty of air, that's when you travel. Arrive, inhale. Exhale, lower. A little bend to the knees as you sweep up to stand. Hands to the heart. 3rd time through. Just inhale and exhale cues. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Half lift. High to low. Inhale. Exhale. Breath in. Monitoring your own breath, your mind is occupied with the process of breathing. After your next exhale, step or hop, feet to hands. Half lift. Release. All the way up to stand. Hands to the heart. Pause for a breath. Sun Salutation B, and this will be a long Sun Salutation B, putting in quite a few extra things here. Start with an inhale, exhale, chair. Sweep your arms up on an inhale. Think about separating your spine from your legs. So you're trying to create space between the torso and your legs. The femur heads are moving down, but your spine is flying upward. One more breath in. Breath out, fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, step your right foot back. Lower the knee down. Inhale, lengthen your spine. You might come to the fingertips. Exhale, forehead to your knee, rounding your spine, and you're tucking your tailbone, digging your knee into the floor. Inhale, extend again. You might come to the fingertips. So this is like cat and cow. Exhale, dome. Try to bring your mid-back back. Inhale, extend. Exhale, dome. Really pressing into your back knee to create a deep dome. One more time, reach long through the spine, tuck your toe, and lift your hips up and back. So we're in a long runner's lunge now. Extend your left arm directly forward. Thumb is up. Breathe in. Become light on your right hand. You might use a block. Hips stay square. Rotate your chest to the left, toward your front leg. And again, your hips have not moved. They're still pointing directly down. That right hip wants to come along for the ride, but you're not letting it. You're rotating your ribs instead. A breath in and a breath out. High plank. Inhale. Option to go through the Vinyasa sequence, Chaturanga, Bhujangasana, Adho Mukha Svanasana, or Plank Cobra Dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Bring your big toes together, lift the right leg. One time, knee to nose. Inhale, kick back, and step your right foot through. Lower the back knee down, untuck the toe, and bring your torso up. So you're just lengthening your spine, not all the way up like we sometimes do, just up so the spine lengthens. Exhale, flex your spine. This is your cat spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, flex. Dig into the back knee. Drop the pelvis down. One more time, lengthen. And exhale, flex. Long runner's lunge, hands to the floor or blocks. Ball of the back foot. Reach your right hand forward, palm up. Now as you're reaching forward with the hand, you're reaching back with the hip. Then rotate your chest open. The pelvis does not move. Double check that left hip likes to drop down so your chest can rotate. Double check your hips are square, and then you rotate the bottom lung coming toward the thigh. Last breath in. Optional vinyasa. High plank, low plank. We'll meet in downward dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Look forward, walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lower. Chair, drop your hips down, torso up. And stand up, Tadasana. Let's take a breath in. And a breath out. Round 2, same sequence. Start with an inhale. Exhale, chair. Add your arms. Exhale, fold. Half lift. And release. Right foot back. Knee down. Extend the spine. One inhale. Exhale, dome. Inhale, lengthen, tuck the toe, find your long runner's lunge. Reach your left arm forward, inhale. Exhale, rotate. Take another breath in. Optional vinyasa. Cobra. And downward dog. Lift your left leg. Oops, pardon me, table. And then knee to nose. Inhale, kick back. And replace the foot. Step your left foot forward. Right foot forward. Right foot forward. Lower the back knee down. Inhale, lengthen your spine, so you should be on the opposite leg on the finish. Exhale, dome your spine. One more time, lengthen. And find your long runner's lunge. Reach your right hand forward. Exhale, rotate. Stay for an extra breath in. And optional vinyasa. Cobra if you're choosing the vinyasa. And downward dog. A breath in. And a breath out. Look forward, step or hop your feet to the hands. Inhale, lift halfway. And lower. Chair, hips down, torso up. And stand up, Tadasana. Pause, take a breath in. Enjoy your breath out. From here, lift your right leg up So you're standing on one leg. Sweep your arms above head, and you can look directly forward. That's stable. Or you can look to the sky. Step your right foot back, landing in a low lunge. Reach your left arm forward, rotate. Exhale, lower your left hand, pivot your back heel down, find warrior two. Inhale, and exhale when you arrive. Left arm to sky. Back through warrior two. Reach forward and into side angle, Parshvakonasana. One more time, reach up to the sky. And cartwheel down to the floor. Pause here. Come onto the ball of your back foot so your pelvis is facing the floor. And we're doing a big shift forward onto your left foot. So think about, you can even rock, leading with the crown of your head forward and up to stand on your left foot, bringing your right knee up, and then lower that foot down, hands down as well. So it finishes just the way it starts. Lift your left leg, second side. As you're ready, sweep your arms above head. I like to reach them forward. You could reach them out to the side. The standing leg is so strong, pressing down into the earth. Look up. That's optional. And then step back to a lunge. So your hip is reaching back as you reach your arm forward, then you rotate. So make sure that hip and arm are pulling in opposition. And lower that hand down, lower the back heel down. Bring your body up. Exhale when you arrive. Reach your right hand to the sky. Pass through warrior two. Reach forward and down, Parshvakonasana. Exhale, stay. One more time, reach up to the sky. Cartwheel to the floor, pause, you're on the ball of the back foot. Start to shift weight forward and you feel the weight coming into the hip on that shift, then lead with your head up to standing while your foot presses down and replace. So it ends up being this big sort of counterbalancing movement. We'll do it again on each side. Right leg lifts. You can sweep your arms up immediately. Land in a lunge. Pivot to the left. Exhale, close. Back heel down. Inhale as you lift. Exhale when you arrive. Left arm to sky. Left arm to earth. Pause here, breathe into your shape. And change. One more time, reach to the sky. And cartwheel to the floor. Shift your weight. As you're ready, press down into your left foot. And stand. Second side, left leg lifts. Land in a lunge. Rotate. And close. Back heel down. Inhale, come up. Exhale when you arrive. Right hand to sky. Right hand to earth. Breathe into the shape. And change. One more time to sky. Cartwheel to the floor, pause. Shift your weight 1, 2, 3 times, however many you need, and replace the foot. One more time, reach up, right leg. And lunge. Left arm forward, twist. Untwist. Inhale to rise. Exhale when you arrive. to sky, left hand to earth. Breathe into your shape. One more time to sky. Here we'll add on wide-legged forward fold. Turn left foot in, hands to hips, inhale, exhale, fold. Your hands can come to the earth. Inhale, you can lengthen your spine, and exhale, redrape. Breathe in. Breathe out. Transitioning a bit different. Walk over to the left. In your lunge, shift your weight. Still coming up to standing with one big motion. And recover. Second side, left leg. Lunge. Twist. Untwist. Inhale to rise. Exhale. Right hand to sky. Right hand to earth. Breathe into the shape. And change. One more time to the sky. Hands can interlace for wide-legged forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana. Breathe in, lengthen your spine. Breathe out, forward fold. When you're upside down, breathe in. One more inhale. And exhale. Thumbs down to your sacrum. Unclasp your hands and walk. Hands over to the right. Load the weight on the right foot by rocking. Stand up. And recover. So a little standing balance. Inhale and exhale. Bring your hand to the knee, right under your right foot. Kick your knee into your hand. And so you're not doing this marching band thing where you lean back. You're standing up really tall, shoulders right over your foot. Inhale and exhale, dome your forehead to your knee. Still kicking your shin into your hands. Inhale, stand up. And replace the foot. Second side. You're on the right leg, left leg is lifted. Hold on under the knee. You're still tall through the spine. Low abs are holding this. Then kick your knee into your hands. So there's this outward, forward motion with the shin while you're still standing up tall. Exhale, dome your spine, forehead to knee. Inhale, stand up. And replace the foot. Little variation here. Right leg lifts. Place your hand on top of the knee. Kick your knee up into the hand. Continue to kick your knee up and take it out to the side. So you're still pressing up with the knee into the hand, so you're very active through the low abs. Take your left arm directly above head. Your thumb is facing backward, palm toward ear. Another inhale. Close like a book. Still upward motion through the leg. Trade hands. Breathe in. The pelvis doesn't move, but your chest does. Option to extend your arm up. Still kicking your right knee up into your hand. Last breath in. And unwind. Replace your right foot. Second side. Lift the left knee. Left hand to the knee, and you're kicking upward, activating the iliopsoas. Keep kicking up as you move your femur out to the side. That's a weird sort of energy to kick up and release the femur into rotation. Extend your right arm up. Still kicking up with your left knee. One more breath in. Breath out, close, trade hands. Now you're kicking up into your right hand with left knee. Breathe in, breathe out, and rotate. Option to add your left arm directly above head. This encourages that line of energy down to your standing foot. Still kick up with the knee. One more inhale. And unwind. Woo. Sun salutation will get us into pigeon. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward. Half lift. High to low plank. Cobra as you're ready. And downward dog. Lift your right leg, bend the knee, stack the pelvis. Bring your right foot through. Pigeon, Ekapada Rajakapadasana. Setting up, maybe using a block to support the pelvis. Breathe. As you're ready, recline. Come back to your breath rhythm meaningfully with your mind. We've been moving fairly vigorously, so as we move into this long-held posture near the end of our practice, shift back into your longer breath cycle. And as you move from exertion breathing back to something more like normal breath, notice the change in the body. You might feel a sense of calm. You might notice there's still latent anxiety or other energy in the body. Everything is fine as long as it's noticed. A breath in. And a breath out. Bring your body up. We'll stay near to the ground for a seated series. Come to your right hip and extend your left leg. I'm just turning around so you can see. You might end up facing the left side of your mat. Sit up tall, equally on both sit bones. Inhale, find a little more length. And then take a side bend to your left. Toward the extended leg, keep your right hip connected to the floor as you side bend. You may look up. On your next inhale, bring your body back up. Place your right hand behind the hip. Circle your left arm across the body to lift the hips. And it's really about pressing your hips forward and releasing your head back. You can catch your head with your hand, really allowing and trusting the weight of your head to move backward. Breathe in. Lead with your hips back to the floor. Your head circling right to left. As it goes, pick up your right hip and do a little butt scoot forward. So you just move the hip forward, so now both hips are square to the left leg. Breathe in, get tall. Breathe out, hinge forward over your left leg. Flexing the foot, reaching forward through the heel, reaching backward through the pubic bone. Another breath in. And a breath out. Inhale your body up. And transition back to downward dog. However works for you. I crossed my legs, then rolled over. You can take another vinyasa here, high to low plank. If you're feeling the push-ups, you can do 3 push-ups. Cobra as you like, we'll meet in downward dog. Second side, lift the left leg for 3-legged dog. You can stack your pelvis. Enjoy another breath in. And set up your pigeon. Using a block as needed. Body up. And as you're ready, body down. Find your breath rhythm with your mind's eye, and then allow your mental energy to stay there, observing your breath process. Noting sensations, and not attaching anything to those sensations, good or bad judgments, good or bad feelings. Just notice. It's nearly impossible to be objective and to notice without bias or opinion or prejudice. But we practice that habit of non-judgmental noticing, which makes us more able to address our own, or be aware of our own subjectivities when we can't be objective and we are looking at things through our own point of view, which is always. One more breath in. And breath out. Gently bring your torso up and easily move to your left hip, extending the right leg. Sit up tall. And side bend to the right, keeping left hip anchored to the earth. You can look up, you can look down. Inhale your body back up. Place your left hand behind your hip. Circle the right arm across your body, and this starts a circle. The pelvis lifts up. You might find your hand behind the head, opening your shoulder and letting your head drop back. Then reverse your circle, go left to right. Once your hips touch the floor, lift your left hip and bring the hip and knee forward. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, reach forward. Now you're reaching forward with the crown of your head. That's the sort of easy access point. Reach forward through your heel. Now we can't have 2 points reaching forward without that most important point, the pelvis, reaching backward. That's what allows those 2 points to reach forward meaningfully, as long as there's opposition pulling us backward. You can't have the sun without the moon. No, you can't see the moon without the sun. That's the analogy. Inhale your body up. And one more time, transition to downward dog, however that works for you. Maybe you take another plank, push-up, cobra. Maybe you do 3 push-ups. We'll meet in downward dog for our last. Breath in and breath out. Find child's pose when you're ready. You can take another breath or 2 in downward dog if you choose. But child's pose when you're ready. And you can do the same version we did before with knees wide. Or you can do classic child's pose with knees together. Balasana. Gently bring your torso up. We're transitioning onto our backs. However is easiest for you, roll over. Your feet will be on the floor with knees up toward the sky. Pause for a moment once again and allow the mind to notice. But practice noticing with non-attachment or non-judgment. Shoulder bridge. Place your feet on the floor with hands beside your hips. Inhale, exhale, lift your hips. Sustaining Setu Bandhasana, you can interlace your hands behind your back. Really charging the pubic bone up toward the sky. Heels down to the floor, shoulders down to the floor. So remember, there's downward and upward energy, always polarity in the body. One more breath in. And breath out. Release hips to the floor. Bring your knees to your chest. Side to side rock if that feels good. Keep the right knee, extend the left heel on the floor. We've done it a couple times, let's do it once more. Kick your shin into your hands. Exhale, release. And notice the femur folds a little more. Do that one more time. Kick shin into hands, activate, and then exhale, release. And notice that the bones fold a little closer together. Trade. Kick your left shin into your hands. And release. Still holding the shin, it actually folds a little deeper. Kick. And then fold. Trade legs again. Place your right foot on the floor, arms out to a T. Slide your hips to the right, drape the knee across the body. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Exhale as you return. Square the hips. Use your left foot to move your hips to the left. Drape the left knee across the body. After your next exhale, return to your back. Feet on the floor. Yogi's choice finish. Hug both knees into your chest. You can take happy baby. Supta Baddha Konasana. Maybe you'd like to take your legs up toward the sky for an inversion. This last 2 minutes is absolutely yours. Or these last 2 minutes are yours. Whatever you're working on, take the breath with you, or keep the breath with you. Long inhales, equally long exhales. As you wrap up what you're working on, begin to make your way into Shavasana, and you can take a few more breaths, wrapping up this pose and making your way toward the mat. Once you find yourself on your back, lengthen your legs, let your feet fall out to the side, let palms be open to the sky for our final meditation. Notice your breath again. Long, slow inhales. And keep your mind in an open state of noticing. You may notice things as they come, which may be physical sensations, mental sensations, thoughts, or even spiritual sensations like emotions or deep sort of soul yearning. When you notice a sensation, whatever it is, mind, body, spirit, don't attach too much to it. Just notice and then let it drift by. So you're committing to this open state of noticing without holding on to what you've noticed and without processing or cogitating on that thing that you've noticed. It moves us against our mental habits or away from our mental habits, which promote thinking and cogitating, and then the negative side of that is dwelling and stewing. So we're moving away from that habit of the mind and creating new habits for the mind. Finding comfort in mental stillness. Another 10 breaths here. Gently bring your attention back to the breath. Deepen your inhale and exhale. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Bring movement back to the body slowly. Perhaps you stretch arms overhead or just roll to the right side. As you're ready, press up to a seated position. Hands meet at the heart. A mantra to close our practice, followed by an Om. Swasti prajabhya paripalayantam nayena marge namahi mahisha go brahmanebhya shubhamastu nityam loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. One Om. Bow your head to meet your heart. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Have an excellent end to your week and an excellent start to your weekend. We'll see you all very soon. Take care.